to my channel. Just in case this is your first time joining on this channel, my name is Jason, and on this channel we talk about a variety of things. We talk lifestyle, we talk food, just general surviving in this space that we call life. Not only surviving but thriving. So we talk about examples from my real life story. In case you have not done so as yet, please subscribe and turn on notification bell so when any of my videos come out, you are able to see them. So as the title suggests, today we are talking about 5 things to leave behind in order to win in 2021. Now there are probably 55 million things that we could talk about, but these are just 5 of my things that I've selected that we will share. You can comment below if you can think of any other suggestions we can stop doing in order to win in 2021. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about, focusing on toxic people. What does this mean? Sometimes we have an excessive tendency to focus on toxic people. Focus on who is trying to get me, who don't like me. I'm going to cut off this one and I'm going to cut off this one and I'm going to... There are several memes that speak to this kind of toxicity that people like to pay attention to. And I'll show some of the memes that when I talk about paying attention to toxicity. Toxic people do exist. People are out there who do not like you. Yes, that is true. But I want us to focus on being so busy at being our best selves. Busy at doing what we need to do in this life. When you are so purpose-driven, when you are so moving along your growth path, those persons who are not aligned with what you are about, they will eventually fall off. It's time that we focus on, oh, we're calling them out and we have to show them. It's not necessary. It is not necessary. So that's something we're going to put aside. We're going to put that away. We're not focusing on any toxic people. We're not even going to put up a meme about a toxic situation or who don't like me or all of that. No, we are too busy. We have our blinders on and we are heading somewhere. That is something that we are leaving in 2020. Second thing we're going to talk about that we're going to leave in 2020. Believing everything on social media. Now it goes without saying, a lot of times people know this at the front of our minds. But then there are times that we can get caught up and we look at something and we look at someone and say, oh wow, this is, I wish if, I just wish, and how come this couldn't happen to me? And oh, this person is only 20 and this person is doing this. Don't believe everything on social media. Not saying that everything is a lie, but do not believe everything on social media and do not compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy, they say. Do not compare yourself with people on social media. There are things that you may see there and you admire. Yes, and if there's a habit that you need to break or you need to take up, yes, man, you applaud them and you see what you can adopt. But do not believe everything on social media. Right now, I am operating in the social media space, but I don't show all of my bad days on social media. I don't show my ashy elbow unless I want to bring across a message about ashy elbow and what you can do to get rid of ashy elbows. I'm not going to come out and show all of the bad things about myself. Who does that? Nobody does that. So when you look and you look on and you try to gauge your life and you try to judge your life based on what you see on social media, do not do it. Do not do it. And we all know this. I know that we all know this. But there are times that we need a reminder. We're going to leave that in 2020. Leave everything on social media. It is not worth it. That's not good for your mental health. The first thing we're going to leave behind in 2020, right? Because we want to win our 2021. Taking life for granted. Taking life for granted. Now when we say taking life for granted, we talk about taking everything for granted. Whether it's your family members, whether it's the job that you have, whether it's the fact that you have food to eat, whether it's the fact that you have good health. We're not taking anything for granted in 2021. Because if 2020 didn't teach you anything, it would have taught you that at the blink of an eye, in just a minute, in just an instant, things can change so drastically. In just an instant, people die, people lose jobs, people lose their wealth that they have amassed over a period of time because businesses have failed. Their health can change. So many things can change. Do not take things for granted. Do not take people for granted. You have a parent who is still with you at age 70, at age 80. Life is short. Things can change in an instant. It's taking life and things for granted. We're leaving that in 2020. That is something that we're not carrying over into 2021. Fourth thing I want us to leave in 2020. We don't need that in 2021. So there's this thing as I call the anti-Monday memes, right? Now, a lot of things that people do on the social space, it's just for joke, fun and joke. I do it too, and I like the jokes. So I'll show you what I mean when I say the anti-Monday memes. People don't like Mondays, and Mondays are this and Mondays are that. And I mean, we can do it in a joking manner because it can be funny. But the thing is, when this joke transfers and plays out in our lives, that is where the problem happens. Because there are a lot of persons who live for Friday. So the entire week is just spent in anticipation for Friday. Because they hate what they're doing. They hate the things that they hate their jobs. They hate so many things. So they basically live for Friday. And so Friday comes, yes. And then Saturday is like a blip. Sunday is like a blip. And then Monday, by Sunday night, you start with this whole thing. Oh, Monday is this and Monday is that and all of that. If this is the way you are living your life, we want to leave that habit and that attitude in 2020. Because guess what? A lot of us, we don't have an ideal situation. I don't know who has an ideal situation. There are things that we don't necessarily like. Not everybody likes it. There are persons who are fortunate enough to have a job that they love. Your business probably may not be going in the way that you want it to go. But when we want to reach to a point in life where we appreciate each day. So we don't only live for Fridays. Because it's like almost an escape from the reality that is our life. So we live for Friday to come. And then when Friday comes, that is the only good part about our lives. No. We want to enjoy and embrace each day. And a trick to that, you know, some of these things I can say it now. Because I was at a point one time when I hated Monday mornings. I dreaded Monday mornings. Because it signaled to me, okay, a new week is starting for going back to the same old work. Going back to the same thing. But guess what? My mindset has changed. Because when I look at a Monday morning, I see it as a new opportunity to achieve great things. And so, your hours that you spend doing something that you don't like, your job, yes, it may, for now, it may be a necessity. Because I'm not telling everybody to jump and leave your jobs. Some of you might need to do that. But I'm not telling you everybody to do that. Because now might just not be the time. But while you are in that space, in that position where you still have to be doing that job, look at what you're getting from the job. Is it that you are still there because of the paycheck? Yes. So you appreciate that paycheck. And then in the other hours of the day, you try to work on the things that feed your spirit. The things that you're good at. Work on your passion. Who knows, your passion may become the thing, eventually, the thing that brings in your income. So instead of just focusing on the things that are bad, and you just live, okay, I just can't wait for the week to finish so that I can get rid of this. Find a time in your day to work on the things that you're passionate about. Look at each day as a new opportunity to do something new, to do something aligning with your purpose in life, right? So, we're leaving that in 2020. We're not living our lives just in anticipation of a weekend. We want all of our days to be like Fridays. A day that we anticipate, a day that we look forward to, a day that we think can be a great day. So, bye-bye. We're not talking bad about our Mondays anymore for 2021. The fifth thing that we're going to leave in 2020, and I didn't do this in any particular order, I didn't do this in any order of importance, but the fifth thing that we're going to leave in 2020 is limiting self-belief. So a lot of us, we don't even know it, but we have some limitations that we place on ourselves, right? We believe that we can only go this far. And because we believe this about ourselves, it in turn allows us to place these expectations on other people. There's a book that I read. It is called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. So the author wrote about something that he called rules. And you can probably figure out what I mean by bruise, because I'm not going to spell it out what bruise are, right? So it's just basically some rules, right? Some rules, and he put on a B on it to signify something else. Some rules that people set for themselves in life. Some boxes that people place on themselves. And so we go through our entire life feeling that we cannot be anything more than this, right? So for example, you come from a certain community and nobody in this community goes further. Yes, man, they go, some of them might end up going to university. But no, nobody from this community owns or operates a successful business. So why? Oh, no, so that is not for me. Or nobody from this family does this. Or, I mean, so many things. I'm a black girl. Only white girls have long flowing hair down here. There are so many things. And we would be surprised if we go into our psyche and look at the things that we think are the norm, and that the limitations that we place on ourselves. It would be quite amazing. I heard a story once. I don't even know if it is true. But this young lady, she grew up seeing her mother at Christmas time or Thanksgiving, whichever one, when she's doing a turkey, right? What she does is she cuts off the wings of the turkey. Cuts off the wings of the turkey, and then she puts it in the pan, right? And then she roasts the turkey. And so this young lady now, having seen her mother doing that for all her life, as an adult, as a wife, this is what she does. So when the turkey is being made, she just cuts off the wings and puts it in the pan and puts it in the oven. So her husband asked, why do you do that? Said, I don't know, but this is what my mom always does. And so I just think that this is the way that the turkey should be done. She asked her mom, why do you always cut off the wings of the turkey? Do you know what her mother said? Because at the time, right, the oven that we had was too small. Either the oven or the pan. One of them was too small to accommodate the turkey in its entire state. And so I had to cut it in order for it to fit. So now this young lady, for all her life, she limited herself to doing this thing just this way, because this is all she knew. This is all she saw, without questioning why. So we limit ourselves into thinking we can only be this and no more. And you know, a sad part about this, we will look at some persons who came from the same situation, the same circumstance as us, and because they are doing something else and something different, we don't say, okay, probably it is possible. No, we say, no man, I must something him I do. I must something she do. Oh, she's a female and she's making it in the space. And she's able to own her own financial. No man, a man she have. Man she have a minor. Or he's a gentleman and he came from the same community as me. But no, he's able to drive a certain car. He's able to live in a certain community. He's able to buy this. He's able to dress a certain way. No man, him not get it so. In a so. As in Jamaica, so in a so. I something him I do. No. I'm not gonna be fooled to say that there are not persons who are doing things that they should not be doing. There are people out there who are actually putting in the work and who have let go of their limiting self-beliefs and have decided to just go a step further. You don't believe there can be happy marriages. No, because you've never seen a happy marriage in your family. And you believe that, oh, everybody has to live like puss and dog. So when you see people going about and they're genuinely happy, their relationships are genuinely going well. No, them just oppose. You can't bet what them are going with a home. You don't know that. Yes, there are unhappy marriages, but there are happy marriages. There are genuinely some people who are happy in their lives, happy in their marriages, whose relationships are going well. So because you have that limit in your life and in your space to think that it cannot go well for me, do not believe that there are persons who are not actually doing well and who are actually enjoying their lives. What we need to do is to throw away that limiting self-belief, because it is not serving you well. You can. And sometimes all you need to do is to just put in the work, put in the time. Because a lot of the tree doesn't just, and the plants and the blooms don't just happen like that. Consistency and hard work. Yes, those are some of the things. And we will talk about the things that we want to do to win at 2021. Those are the things that we're going to leave behind in 2020 because we're not doing them anymore. Then we're going to talk about the things that we want to do to win 2021. Thank you for watching, and I hope that these tips were helpful to you.